as as Christ, and the followers of Rapper was known as Christians. But in the Bible, they put the word Christ there, but in Hebrew, it was the word Messiah. He was the Messiah, the Mashiach. But they put the word Christ there, they put this God vibration instead of putting the true vibration of Yahweh Shah. That was it on that. That's it.
This is 2nd Ezra 15 verse 19. I'm sorry, verse 20. I'm sorry, verse 20, verse 22. My right hand shall not spare, let me start at 21. Like as they do yet this day unto my chosen, so will I do also, and recompense in their bosom.
That's right. What have you done to the chosen? What have you done to these people on the sign here? Huh? They've been robbed, spoiled. They've been taken away from their land. They've been their identity been taken away. First and foremost, they've been put into slavery against their will. All right? And you stuffed them in the ghettos, man. Destroying them.
And then it said my chosen.
Yeah.
It didn't say the whole world.
Yeah.
Now the chosen of the Lord are the Israelites, man. You so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, those are the chosen people of God, man.
Yeah.
Right?
And they condition these people to further sin. Because they know the reason, like when I say they, I'm talking about the elites and the priesthood of the elites. They know that they're receiving this power to be in power because these people was insubordinate to the Most High. So what they thinking is, if we could continue people to sin against their power, we will continue to rule and gain more power and get more riches. But the Most High has an elect. You know, that's why in Romans 11, he says he had preserved 7,000 men that would not bow the knee to Baal, which the 7,000 is a number that signifies completion. You know, meaning the elect is going to come to perfection. That's why Esau has that number of 6, where 6 symbolizes incompletion, imperfect. So the elites, they're trying to keep the people, condition the people to continue to go on. But the Most High, he has his elect. That's why you got camp popping up, not only in New York, but different states, different countries. And this word is becoming like a forest fire and just keep growing and growing.
Read again, it says, like as they do yet this day unto my chosen.
Yeah, and it says yet this day unto my chosen, because they still doing it. Aren't we still being locked up in the prisons? Don't we still fill up 90% of the jail system? Aren't the people on this side still being shot down in the streets? Aren't they still getting no justice? You just had you may know, I forget the name, or you may, I don't know, but one of these football players. Was it Michael Bennett? Which is a Jake, right? So-called black man, which is one of the who's supposed to be how do you say have a better piece of the pie, so to speak, in society, all right, and be not really touched. What was that? Yeah, be prosperous, and here it is, but just because of the color of his skin, right? After a boxing match, which is, you know, big Mayweather fight. Believing that there was gunshots and all that have you, he ran away from the crowd, and then he gets tackled by a bunch of police officers, man, and almost damn near gets killed.
In fact, the cop said, if you move, I'll blow your fucking brains out.
That's right.
So he got reminded that he's just a nigga, man.
Yeah.
And here it is, that's the same dude that sat out in the protest and he got slack for it. Yeah. Well, he proved to you why he did that. Because there's the way it's set up, these people on the sign, they get the lower end of the stick, man. Yep. And no matter how much money you make, you still get treated like a nigga, man. You had a LeBron James house that's spray painted and tattooed, nigga.
That's right.
Right? So these are the things that, so even them on a certain level, even they can see it, man. Even they can see the inequality in America. You know?
Even the other guy on Atlanta Hawks, he's French, and he got his leg broken by police officers.
Cephalosha.
Yeah.
In New York, right here.
Yeah, right
He's out here in New York, and his leg, he sued him, but his leg got broke, man.
That's right.
By getting tackled by the police, you know. And these are just some of the things that prove to you who the Israelites are and who the devil is.
Yeah. So no matter what part of the totem pole you are, whether you're on the bottom or the top, if you're an Israelite, you're still gonna get fucked up, man. That's why there's nothing here for you in America. What's gonna change, man, for you people on the side? Huh? So you should be itching to hear something new, something different, which is what the gospel, the good news, which is the gospel is, what's the sign? The gospel is that you people on the sign are the chosen, the Israelites, man. So time to wake up, all right? The part of the gospel is that America, the country that's been fucking putting you on the bottom of the totem pole, have been mocking you. All right, the countries that's been mocking the people on this side, they're going to be destroyed. And the Most High is coming to save his elect, his people, his chosen people, man. So you should be itching to hear that good news, but you're not. Only the elect are, man.
It says, like as they do yet this day unto my chosen,
which we just went through extensively.
So will I do also, and recompense in their bosom.
See, and then it says, so will I do also. The Most High is going to do what the so-called white man did to us, people on the side, right? He's going to do the same to you. Okay, very simple. Yeah, he's going to do the same to you, all right? We talk about you so-called white people and you're the nations, man. The Most High is going to do the same to you people, man. That was done unto us. That's right.
Thus, it says, so will I do also, and recompense in their bosom.
Yeah, pay back in their bosom, right to your face. Right on your chest, man. All right? The Most High is going to pay back all the stuff that was done upon his people onto you, onto the other nations. Yeah, and that's the good news. That's the good news, man. All right? For all the bullets that you've been taking in the head, for all the being caught into the prison, and maybe you didn't even do the crime, and you caught it up there, and now 20 years of your life is wiped away. Yeah. Or even doing the life in prison, you didn't even do the crime. Or having a nickel bag of weed, and then you threw 30 years in jail, man. All right? That's part of, or really, I should say, unrighteous decrees, and he being caught away into prison for that, man. That's going to be done unto you.
He'll get caught with a bag of weed, and they'll say he was just, they'll lie and say he's a kingpin.
Yeah.
You know, because they know they can get away with it.
Yeah. And that happens in this society, man. There's movies and documents about cops setting up Jake, knowing they don't have any drugs, and they pull him over and put drugs in the car, or they're going to the store, or that happens all the time.
He was supplying the whole city.
Yeah, make up a story, you know?
Right, it says, verse 22, my right hand shall not spare the sinners, and my sword
my right hand shall not spare the sinners, all right? The Most High is not going to spare sinners, man. You think when you having sex with another guy or woman, having sex with another woman, nothing's gonna happen, this is perfect, this is natural. Well, guess what? You're sinning, man. You're transgression. And the Most High's watching. You think eating a pig is something light? Or baking a goddamn pig or eating a piece of bacon is light? No, it's a sin, man. You had men in the Bible, what's that, in the Apocrypha, what's that? Is that Bellin? That's not Bellin. Maccabees. All right, where you had
they was forced to sacrifice a swan. I think it was a choke. There's an account in Maccabees when they ordered Israel to sacrifice swan. But you had certain righteous men that chose rather death than disobey the Most High.
like the brother was just going through. They'd rather die than than disobey the Most High. Basically, we're talking about the laws of the Bible, the dietary laws, because basically if you don't follow the laws of the Bible, which is 613 laws, statutes, and commandments, you're sinning, man. You're committing a sin. All right, so the Most High has something for you, man.
And just not believing in the scriptures, that's a sin.
That's right.
No, and not having faith in Yahweh Shah, that's the ultimate sin.
I got the point for you. Just about the 7 verses. I'll just real quick. This is 2 Maccabees 7, verse 37. But I, as my brethren, offer my body and life for the laws of our fathers, beseeching the Most High that he would speedily be merciful unto our nation, and that thou be by torments and plagues mayest confess that he alone is the Most High. Right, so that's the most. So that's that, man. Those brothers would rather suffer than to go off, man, and break the laws of the Most High. So that's showing you them brothers back then, they had some integrity, man. But you niggas out here, man, you willfully go off, man. You will, even though you're told about the dietary laws, even though you're told about the law of adultery, our people still willingly do it, man. That's why the Most High said, I will not spare the sinners, man. The Most High is getting ready to judge 2/3 of our people, man.
And then not sparing the sinners. And remember, in the scriptures, the Most High described the white man as the man of sin. So you know damn well he ain't gonna spare the so-called white man, the natural faggot, right? The natural man that's against the nature itself, the white man. So he ain't definitely gonna spare your ass, man.
That's right. I got size. This Isaiah 53, verse 1 and 2. Who have believed our reports?
Yes, who have believed our report? Well, I'll give you the answer. Only the elect men of God will believe what we're saying out here. Why? Because they're of the Most High. The elect are of God. They're the elect. That's what they're called that. So they're going to believe everything that we're saying. All right? But for all you dummies out here looking at us all confused and think this is just for entertainment, you know, looking at us right now, you people are done for, man. Or unless you want to wake up to the fact of what we're saying or believe our report, because what we're coming out here and testifying, but this is the truth. And we know it's the truth.
Right, it says, who have believed our report?
Which belief is synonymous with faith. So who believes in what the prophets are saying? Is it because, well, so-called black? Is it because I'm not wearing a suit? Is it because I don't look like Joel Osteen? You don't want to listen to what we're saying? You don't want to listen to the report? Is that why? Or is it because I'm not white? You know what? You don't want to listen to us? Well, guess what? That's part of the Most High's trick bag, man. He puts his truth where you least expect it. And guess what? His chosen people is what you least expect. These people. All right? The 12 tribes of Israel. Latinos, Native Americans, and the so-called blacks, man. And ultimately, these people, they're going to believe the report. Out of them are the elect. That's what we're looking for, man.
The report is knowledge. I mean, look at the word report. It means to carry back. Read meaning back, and report means to carry. Because the Most High gave us this knowledge, and we carried it back, and went on the highways and byways and brought it out.
Yeah, so that's what you say. How beautiful are the feet of them?
I got it right here.
Oh, that bring you forth good tidings.
That's right.
You said what?
Back. I'm sorry, carry.
Bring me back, what was the carry? You carried it back. Bringing good tidings.
That's right. Here's a little more. Who have believed our report, and to whom is the arm of the Lord revealed?
That's right. Who believed our report, and who is the arm of the Lord revealed? Ultimately, it's revealed to the nation of Israel, and furthermore, the elect. We're going to keep saying that 500 more times today, man. Because that's what the Bible's written for. So it's ultimately for them. Okay? Keep going.
Verse 2. For he shall grow up before him as a tender plant, and as a root out of a dry ground. Now that he is talking about Yahweh Shah. And that dry ground represents Israel, because Israel was dehydrated from the truth. And as a root of a dry ground, he had no form of comeliness. And when we should see him, there is no beauty that should desire him.
That's right.
That was it. I gotta follow that.
Right. So it says, 2 Ezra 15 and 22. My right hand shall not spare the sinners, and my sword shall not cease over them that shed innocent blood upon the earth.
That's right. One more time. My right hand.
My right hand shall not spare the sinners.
Yeah, so we already went through that extensively. My right hand shall not spare the sinners. So ultimately, the sinners, all who can only sin are the Israelites, the 12 tribes of Israel. And then also that also involves the man of sin, the so-called white man. So you're definitely not going to be spared for that, and also the 2/3 of Israel, man. All right, and the only people who's going to get right or wake up are the elect. So that means majority of people are going to die, man. That's why we're out here. We're hitting a few birds with one stone, which is we're condemning you, casting judgment, but also waking up the elect. All right. But you sinners, you're going to be done away with, man. The Most High is not going to spare you. Keep going.
Right. It says, and my sword shall not cease over them that shed innocent blood upon the earth.
Yeah, and that's talking about the so-called white man, man, hands down. Because he's the one that goes around killing all these people on the sign over here, the 12 tribes of Israel, but also everybody on earth, man. He's a plague, he's a disease. Talk about you so-called white people, man. You're a disease and a plague. And you're the one that's the plague of the earth, killing everybody in this country and all over the world, man. Dropping Hiroshima bombs in Japan, killing people in the Middle East. Who can you blame for that? Who's in control of that? It's not Raheem in the alley somewhere in the Bronx. It's not Ching Kao over there in China. All right? It's Evelyn Rothschild. All right? It's the Rockefellers. Right? It's your rich families or international bankers who are the Edomites, who are destined to be destroyed, who is causing all the mayhem and death all over the world, man. These are the people who orchestrate war for profit. These are the people who kill people on the earth and who keep down the 12 tribes of Israel. They keep them down on the pedestal, man. He's the one that's stuffing you niggas in the ghettos, man, in the prisons. So it's him who's gonna be destroyed by the Most High. Read that last part again.
Right. It says, and my right and my sword shall not. And my sword shall not cease over them that shed innocent blood upon the earth.
That's right, innocent blood upon the earth, and that's the key word. All right, because you got when I think of innocent blood upon the earth. Case in point, you got something called drones, man. And America is the biggest users of drones, and they use it daily. And for the majority part, whatever target they want to hit, the other flip side to that is more so-called innocent people die than the actual target. All right, all the time. But who's doing that? It's a so-called white man by his military.
Yeah, they might have one target that's in the building, yeah, but they might take out the whole fucking block.
Yeah.
Despite that, if they have schools or hospitals, they'll take out the whole fucking block, man. You know? And
that's a fact, man. And who's in control of that, man? You know that movie, which I always bring out, Eric Snowden, it goes into that. And all these other movies about the government, they go into that. About all the innocent people that the so-called white man is behind killing, like America, or the NATO, or the UN. Right? They're nothing but a killing instrument, man. For the international bankers. The Edomites, the Rothschilds. You know?
Right, it says, the fire is gone forth from his wrath, and hath consumed the foundations of the earth, and the sinners like the straw that is kindled.
Yeah, and ultimately, that's all about the nuclear missiles, man. The fire go down, what it say? The fire what?
It says the fire has gone forth from his wrath.
Yeah, the fire has gone forth from his wrath. So this is the fire that's coming from the Most High's wrath. That's coming from his wrath, man. The nuclear destruction. You know, the missiles that they keep showing on CNN, that North Korea had, that America has, that Russia have, yeah, those, right? Those are used for the Most High indignation and wrath that's going to be bestowed upon America, man, very soon. It's not far-fetched. It's not that it cannot happen. It very well can happen. It almost did happen last week until Putin tried to quench it last week by trying to ease the tension between North Korea and America. But that's only for a little while. It's going to rise up again.
It says, and have consumed the foundations of the earth.
And have consumed the foundations of the earth. The scriptures describe when the missiles hit America, it's going to rock to and fro like a drunkard, man. I would think that that's consuming part of the earth, especially America being wiped off the face of the map. That's going to be consuming part of the earth. And all these missiles that's going to be shot across, it's going to be shot like the picture shows here. There's going to be missiles shot all over the planet Earth, man. Most of them in America, but you can still be in other countries too. Israel's going to be under fire and be burnt up and cleansed ultimately.
Right, it says, consume the foundations of the earth and the sinners like the straw that is kindled. Right, going into the people, man. The people are going to be the fuel, the extra fuel to allow America to be the lake of fire as it says, man. You know?
Yeah, this was scripture I looked for earlier. Is Isaiah 52:7. It reads, how beautiful upon the mountains are the feet of him that bringeth good tidings, that publish peace, that bringeth good tidings of good. That's right. That publish salvation.
Yeah, that's talking about the prophets, man. Who brings good tidings, right? Look, nuclear missiles on America is good tidings, man. That means no more wickedness spread across the earth. Because the elites, international bankers, use America as a tool to spread that wine, that false philosophy all over the world, which is what that democracy. And what does democracy bring? It brings you McDonald's, that brings you cancer. What else does democracy bring? All these commercial estates like McDonald's, H&M. Don't you know H&M is linked to sweatshops, man? It's linked to laborers in China working in a building that was built 200 years ago in conditions that are real fucked up, man. Working at 20 hours a day, getting paid $2 a month. That's not a joke. Here it is, what they make is made and packaged and shipped for goods to sell. And in this store right here, or to Gucci,